Hello and welcome to Speed Gaming, everyone. My name is MM2 Nest Cartridge, and I am joined today in the booth by Tracy M, and we're going to be commentating this Super Metroid Randomizer League multi-world race of the Cooked Aussies, represented by FrencHForCe and Knucklehead, against FrencHForCe, represented by Diddy and Magoo, and it's going to be a very exciting race. What do you think, Tracy?
Should be a good one. Diddy and Magoo, longtime FrencHForCe members. Been in the league for a while. Sasha was in last season. Knucklehead is a little new to me. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong, but I know you know those guys, so you'll correct me.
Yeah, you got it pretty on the hammer. So yeah,
right.
FrencHForCe and Knucklehead, as their team name implies, both hailing from the wonderful land of Australia, and Diddy and Magoo both from France, as well as the other member on their team, Wishi.
Yeah. So now, of course, we have this is multi-world, which means they all got their morph ball, so it looks like they all have the same seed, but actually they don't. The bottom two runners, Magoo and Knucklehead, will have the same seed. FrencHForCe and Diddy on the top will have the same seed, and they can both get items for their teammates. So we've had a bunch of really fun races yesterday. So hopefully this one will continue the trend.
Indeed. So yeah, with the E-Tank in ceiling, I don't know who that's for, but early super missiles and power bombs are very nice. This is a major-minor split multi-world, which means that major items, which are the 16 named items, as well as E-Tanks and reserve tanks, can be at those items' vanilla locations, and minor items, which are missiles, supers, and power bombs, can only be at minor items locations.
Yeah, that is correct, and yeah, I mean, this, we see so far that all the E-Tanks seem to be going to the top runners, so. But everybody's got power bombs, so that's good.
Yeah, not having early power bombs is not a thing you generally want to see, but yeah, everybody's got early power bombs. I feel like the bottom runners would definitely like some E-Tanks, but it is, I have no doubt they'll get some at some point.
Of course they will. There's a lot of them in the seed. But we have found sometimes, at least early on, it's not uncommon for one player to get all the items and the other player to not get as many items. We see the Aussies a little bit ahead right now just because a couple extra checks on the French side. We saw a Billy Mays check. I'm not a big fan of that, especially in a total randomizer logic. Where those items are not necessarily logically placed, just guaranteed to be available. But it could pay off later. We have seen some, including my race, where ammo late has been an issue. Where trying to find that last bit of ammo to allow one of your players to finish the game can be a problem.
Yeah, in major minor, it's a bit less valuable, but it is two early minor items. And especially if one person doesn't have supers or power bombs, it can be a very, very vital check, because when you last location your first power bombs at Billy Mays, that just never feels good.
Yeah, we'll probably see some things like that once we get to the very randomizer. It's actually pretty, I wouldn't say common, that particular location as your first power bombs, but it can happen.
Yeah, definitely can. But the bottom players finding Speed Booster at Bomb Torizo for themselves. That Speed Booster is a really good item just to have because, of course, it makes things go faster. That's kind of the nature of the item.
Yep, and always nice to get that speed booster before you head into the Brinstar area, so you don't have to leave Waterway behind.
Yeah, definitely. Leaving Waterway and then just having to route that back in at some point can just be very, very slow. Yeah, very nice Alcatraz escape from FrencHForCe. And it looks like he's going to be going out to landing site, maybe going to check criteria PBs.
Yeah, I think he's going to check Gauntlet, check the major item there. He has only 5 power bombs, so he's going to want to do this with a Shine Spark. He's going to do this that way he can get to the item and get out. Now, of course, if it's not his item, one of the nice things about multi-worlds, you can actually reset after this save he's taken, and you won't lose any items. He won't lose any items because it won't be his item.
Indeed, the way multi-world works is if you reset, you only have the items that you found for yourself at your last save. But
you lose your items. You don't lose the items that your opponent got for you. So
yeah, the items will still be transferred. Yeah, we do see a mock ball from Knucklehead, and we'll be getting just an E-Tank at that Brinstar Reserve major location. Yeah, and dueling short charges on the top screens. It looks like Diddy gets it first.
Yeah, so, didn't know. Okay, and he's got an extra power bomb pack now, so it just says, figures, you know what? I've got 10 power bombs. I can do this regardless. Sasha Boss doesn't have that extra power bomb pack, so he's going to probably keep trying to get the short charge. It's a tricky one, involves stuttering. Looks like he got it there. Now there we go. He remembered to open the door, so he's going to get to fly all the way through. Actually, this is my favorite Shine Spark in the game, so always good to see it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the longest Shine Spark in the game that's actually used. Because there's probably some out-of-bounds one that's longer, but...
4 E-Tanks on the top, no E-Tanks on the bottom. Oh my god. And there's a reserve there in Edacoons.
Yeah, it just feels like this is mocking the bottom players.
I assure you, there are and it's not even for them. I assure you, there are major items in this seed. The scary part is, oh wow. That beat time room is actually a little scary when you're low on health. But the scary part is they're going to want to do that waterway check. They're going to need to make sure they have I believe the number is 80.
Oh, no.
You're going to want to have full energy.
Magoo takes an unfortunate death from the side hoppers in the wave gate room. That is very unfortunate, and I don't think he's saved.
No.
Yeah, that's...
no, he saved at the ship. No, he didn't save at the ship. He has nothing. Okay, so back to the beginning for Magoo.
Oh, and this could be bad. Knuckle took a fall into the decor room, and he only has no tanks and 1 reserve. So I think he's still able to make it out if he does like a bunch of wall jumps and then side sparks.
Yeah, no, this is actually really bad.
Yeah, this is very bad.
Because you cannot get that reserve because it's completely empty. And and I'm a little surprised because it used to be that those, I want to say that they actually shouldn't have respawned, and now they do. This 99 is not enough to just flat out do it. He's got to do a bunch of wall jumps to get up there. The good news is hopefully his teammate finds him an E-Tank, and then he'll have no problem.
Yeah, there was that E-Tank back there, but that is... No, that was the... Knuckle found the E-Tank for Sasha there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we still haven't found an E-Tank for the bottom runners. Both the bottom runners having their own issues here at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, there we go. There looks like Sasha must have found an E-Tank that I missed.
Yeah.
There he's got one now, and that'll get him through. But hopefully he also knows what he needs to get Waterway. What'll happen in Waterway is you'll run out of health in the middle, but those enemies there are Meridia enemies, and they do a ton of damage. And so if you stop right in the middle of those enemies and they're not dead, you will be. So
yeah, it's pretty much a death sentence if you don't do Waterway without enough health. You can do a power bomb lay like right before you start.
Yeah, that's a really smart thing to do. I've seen players do that.
But you also have to get good drops from that power bomb, so it's a very risky play nonetheless. And Sasha with a very nice save on that Edacoons check. Just tries to fall into that pit, but then jumps off the crumble blocks and gets the X-ray. Very nice.
Okay, now Knucklehead's got another E-Tank. He's got 2 E-Tanks. He should be fine for the Waterway check.
Yeah, we did manage to see that from Magoo since he took that unfortunate death, but Knuckle is getting a little beat up by those side hoppers, but does manage to make it out safely.
Oh, we see an X-ray scope over on the top runner side in the Edacoons. I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was that was that Sasha's own Edacoons E-Tank.
Yeah, he just didn't want to take it, I guess. Okay. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of X-ray, but this early on, I would typically pick it up in hopes that I do get charged plasma and it can be.
Yeah, especially in multi-world when it's much less penalty for picking up an item. It's like
no fanfare.
No fanfare. So I feel like, especially in early game, it's definitely it's definitely worth considering. I'd probably pick it up.
A reserve tank in the middle of the Shine Spark. Oh, but
that's important.
Yep. And it's his own gravity suit, so there you go. Now the bottom runner's starting to get some good stuff.
Yeah, so we will almost certainly see Knuckle be going down the red tower.
Oh no, with the gravity suit, your access into Wreck Ship is pretty easy. So we'll see.
It is, but you can also logically hell run into Upper Norfair as well as doing front of Meridia. So I feel
he can do Meridia. I don't know that he has. He's got at least 3 tanks. 5 would put the hell runs to Bubble Mountain and Logic. No, sorry, it's 4 in I'm thinking SMC3. It's 4 in these, so he's got enough for that to be logical. Doesn't mean he shouldn't do it if he's comfortable with whatever health he has. So everybody has speed booster. That's crazy. What a space jump over on the space jump for the bottom runner over on the top runner side in that waterway. Waterway super valuable today.
Yeah, definitely. Having high jump boost, space jump, and speed booster all early is a really good movement advantage because that just makes everything so much faster.
No, sure does. Just in time for Knucklehead to go ahead and do X-ray.
Yes, Knuckle is looking for that space jump receive. And
yeah, he's got it. I don't know what they're.
Yeah, this is kind of weird.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, everything's back to normal now. Maybe just a timer sync or something like that. But
I think I know what's going. He didn't start his timer, so I'm guessing our behind the scenes SG people are just making it so it's the item doesn't show up on Knucklehead's side before Satchel picks it up.
Yeah, that's probably a good plan.
Okay, let's see if we get an X-ray. Ice beam. That's a nice item.
Yeah, Ice beam, definitely a good item. It is one of the pieces to suitless Meridia. The others being high jump, grapple beam, and spring ball. And yeah, just the Ice beam at this point isn't really too big of an indicator. But if you get another one, then it can.
Yeah, well, especially since we have an Ice beam on one player and a high jump boots on the other.
Yeah, but that high jump boots player also does have the gravity suit, so Suitless Meridia is kind of impossible.
I mean, you could turn the gravity suit off, but
yeah, who would do that?
I know at least one player that it was contemplating it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Who would do it? I know many people who would at least consider it.
Lady Goo's going to go ahead and get that gravity suit as well.
Indeed. So yeah, at this point, it's just clean out from having taken that unfortunate death. But I feel like just the cooked Aussies just having done less checks and not taking that death are just a bit in the lead at this point.
Yeah, I would agree. But it's super early, so really hard to say for sure.
Yeah. Definitely early, definitely hard to call a lead until major progression's been found. And even then, still it's not over until you hit go mode and finish the game.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, anything can happen. And Sasho using his last super to enter a crate area.
Yeah, he'll get more with when he hits mini crate, so not a problem.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's this entry he's trying to do from the standard entry you would do into Kraid's Lair here. You can't do it with Speed Booster on and from that spot. There are places you can do it with Speed Booster on. He's just going to choose to turn it off. So, and he can turn it off ice at the same time, which without any suits, if he's planning on going into Norfair, I think that's a good call. Farming with the ice beam is just slow, because farming is slow.
It's not just slower; it's more dangerous because you get less health per second or whatever.
Well, yeah, because it's just the fact that it's slower just makes it more dangerous. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely good call to turn the ice beam off. So hopefully he doesn't forget that he has it, but I'm pretty sure Sasha will remember.
Okay, an interesting contrast in the bottom runners. We do have Magoo going up the red tower. Looks like he's going to go head towards the wreck ship, whereas Knucklehead is going into and doing some Meridia.
Yeah, definitely both solid plays. And Meridia, definitely a good play because you can just full clear it. You have speed booster, you have gravity, so you can fairly quickly take out Dragon. So it's definitely a good thing.
Yeah, it doesn't have the tools. Doesn't have the tools to do Shack Tool left, but who wants to do that anyway?
True. Yeah, it's not like Varia is going to be there or anything.
Exactly. Okay, here we go. Crate fight on Sasha's side. And makes quick work with the quick kill.
Yeah, very nice quick kill. That was basically textbook. At least from a P-shot 4 super perspective. But yeah, very, very solid quick kill from Sasha. And Knuckle gonna spark up and collect these Aqueduct Miners. So it's very solid play. Yeah, just missiles, but as much as we all hate to admit it, we do need some of those in our runs.
Yeah, we do. We can do some farming before heading over towards Botswoon. I think that's fair, especially this is soft lock potential if you don't have charge beams. So going ahead and farming here makes a lot of sense. You might even save just in case something goes really wrong.
Yeah, you might also want to save because you might want to save Scum left Sandpit in case it's something important.
There's the other space jump sitting there in Sasha Boss's frog pocket there in Kraid's lair.
Yeah, definitely a good thing to see, especially if you're planning to head into Upper Norfair, but it looks like Sasha is going to be planning to head into Upper Norfair and probably
70 tanks, speed booster, space jump, some reserves. Even has Crystal Flash ammo if you were at full ammo, or a couple more missiles farmed. So this is a pretty comfy hell run. But probably could go ahead and do the high jumps first because there's no heated rooms here.
Yeah, definitely. High jump area, just 3 free items, 1 major. I feel like it's just nonsensical to not do it first, but yeah.
Well, no, you do it second. And there's a Varia suit. You do it second if you think you're doing hell runs, and you might get an E-tank there. If you do the ice beam first. But he might have been thinking in terms of going to Crocomire, in which case you would not do. You would go ahead and do this first, then you can do Crocomire from the intended way.
Yeah, that Varia suit for Knucklehead, definitely a big play, a big find. Ooh, that's a plasma beam. Hopefully it's for Sasha so Knuckle can just reset out of it.
Yeah, we see Magoo in the meantime doing his Fantoon fight. Yeah, this jump right here is a bit of a pain, especially with high jump on and no spring ball. I often will turn my high jump boots off to do this because it's awkward.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like an Alcatraz style jump, but it is much more annoying than Alcatraz itself.
Yeah, really you can do see, he turns off high jump boots and gets it immediately. You can just do a mid-air morph, and mid-air morphs, a short mid-air morph like that is just more difficult with high jump boots.
Yeah, definitely. And he does choose to reset out of it. Yeah, we do see Magoo is fighting Fantoon, and Diddy has also made the choice to enter wrecked ship. So, ooh, that's another Varia suit for Sasha.
Well, we've got double Varia suits now. So our left side getting almost all the suits. Still missing a gravity suit there.
Yeah, you have one of the 3 things you really need to complete Meridia suitless if you really feel like it. So I don't know if we'll be seeing. We'll hopefully be seeing a gravity suit for Sasha Boss, but I don't know. If you find the right things, you might not need it.
Okay, let's see what the first item in Rec Shift is for FrencHForCe Magoo going to those right supers. And it's a spring ball.
How lovely.
Fun item. At this point, doesn't really get him anything new. Spring ball, useful for certain movement things, but once you have space jump, it's kind of obsolete. Oh, there's the other high jump boots there for Sasha Boss in Knucklehead's Meridia.
Yeah, it does appear that the behind the scenes crew have gotten that unfortunate delay sorted out. So yeah, kudos to all the people behind the scenes for just making this thing happen. Ooh, that's a quarter halfy from Knucklehead.
That was a quartery.
Yeah.
Oh well, that unfortunately really doesn't save time. The halfy I think does save a little bit of time. The full halfy, of course, what you're really trying to get.
Yeah, but what does feel as a consolation prize for getting that quarter halfy, you can only get it if you're too good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Knucklehead gonna go into the Dragon fight.
Yeah, as we see Magoo making his way over to the Rec Ship E-Tank check. I don't know if he got a save earlier, but we'll probably see it on his map. He did. That's another plasma beam for Diddy. So, yeah.
Oh, Diddy, not in good shape here, health-wise.
Yeah, this does not look good
scary.
for Diddy.
And we know, unless Magoo he could find an E-Tank.
Yeah, but the closest major items are,
not close.
Yeah, not close at all, so...
Yeah, and Magoo not doing the tactical reset. I find that's really, you want to do that tactical reset if you can. It just saves a ton of time.
Yeah, and if you don't, you're just admitting that saving there was a waste of time.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you save there specifically because you want to do that reset. Oh, there he gets a big health.
That big health does take him out of one-hit KO range, so hopefully you can get some more of those.
There's another one.
Yeah, and while Diddy's been fighting Fantoon, Knucklehead has also been fighting his own boss, Dragon, and Dudge managed to take her down, gets that blue suit, and is attempting to convert it into a spike suit. Oh no, he just sparks into the wall. Yeah, that feels bad. Oh, he got the backup spike suit.
That'll work.
Wow. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, the goal was achieved.
Oh, and there's the other X-ray scope.
Indeed. So Sasha Boss does have all three items you want to have for Suitless Meridia at this point: High Jump Boots, Ice Beam, and Grapple Beam. So...
I don't think you don't do it right now. You go to... I mean, I think you go... From here, you go to Lower Norfair.
You definitely do first, in my opinion. You have High Jump and Varia, so... As well as a bunch of other movement items.
Oh my god. We're back at one-hit KO range on Diddy's side.
Yeah, Diddy is... I think that's a strategic pause to see if either of these major items here at Bowling is an E-Tank.
Yeah, one is bombs. So they really want this item here, the gravity suit item, to be an E-Tank.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Magoo's going to just check gravity item first. Yeah, he is.
Maybe I didn't choose to get bombs. It is an E-Tank. But it's for the wrong player. Oh, no. They're really far away from any more major items. But honestly, it might actually literally be better off to just hope that he can find an E-Tank somewhere for Magoo than for Magoo for Diddy than for Diddy to take a death here. So it looks like he's going to try to continue the fight and he cannot get hit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're out of one hit KO again, and we're back in it.
Gets the drop, so he's not in one hit KO anymore, and he does use that health bomb to get into 3-hit KO range. which is a progress step, and does manage to take Fan 2 now.
Oh my god!
Very nice ending from Diddy there. And Sasho does take a flame hit in that lava dive, but does get through three tanks and a bunch of change entering lower warfare is going to take that save.
Yeah, we see Knucklehead going back and grabbing the plasma on his way out from Meridia, and I think that's a good call, rather than picking it up earlier. If he'd had Charge Beam, then I think maybe you make a different decision there and keep it the first time. But since he didn't, it doesn't really do him any good on any of the fights that were coming up.
Yeah, but Wave Plasma it's my favorite beam, so I'm happy he went back and picked it up.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't super out of the way to pick it up now. He's going to probably head back down to Norfair and do Hell Run. No, he's got a grab area, so you just go back down to Norfair and do whatever.
Yeah.
Go straight to Ridley with this
Yeah,
item.
I don't think he did Kraid, so I think Knuckles going to do Kraid, then Ridley.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then hope to find Sasho's.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, maybe he finds the gravity suit there. We have not seen Kraid on the bottom runner side yet.
Indeed. So yeah, I would not be surprised to see Sasho. Yeah, Sasho's going to take this refill. Like 3 tanks isn't the best, but 7 tanks is a whole lot better in this situation.
Yeah, sure. Especially with Various Suit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
he's. I mean, this. To be fair, this is not a great lower Norfair loadout. He's got exactly enough supers to do Ridley with just supers, which is pretty good. But he does no plasma beam, and no other beams to speak of. No screw attack, so he's going to have to be a lot more careful than you might otherwise.
Yeah, but he does have high jump, space, and speed booster, so
he's got the good movement items.
Yeah, he's got the good movement items. So if you've practiced new route movement a fair bit, then you can probably move through these areas with a fair bit of confidence, I'd say. But then again, I've not done my due diligence on new routes, so I can't really say that much about it, if I'm being honest.
You see, just even with Various Suit, just how much more damage you take here compared to with the Gravity Suit. It's one of those things where I would just Super Missile the Space Pirates. See, you already see, just Super Missile the Space Pirates, and then blow up the top, or even just some combination of Power Bomb and Super Missiles, because the Power Bombs will hurt the Space Pirates too. This health is not good. He can get through it. I mean, this is definitely. I would say he's in better shape than Diddy was on Fantoon, but that is not to say he was in good shape.
Oh, and that last hit from that Space Pirate does not bode well for this amphitheater, but Space Jump, hopefully just use that old route muscle memory and just get through it. Okay, he does get through, but he does still have to get through these 2 key hunters. Okay, he is going to check this location before he...
Yeah, I would like to see him drop his reserves first. Yeah, that's smart. The spikes don't do a ton of damage in this area, but you don't want to take those chances. And unfortunately, it just gets an ice beam. It's not even his.
Yeah.
So he's he's just gonna have to be careful with those key hunters, like you said. They're nasty. I think they're a little easier to get around than the ones up in the exit, the 3 Musketeers. But
I'd agree with that. Oh, Sasho.
That's how you can't take another hit.
That hurts. That death there hurts, but he didn't really lose too much progress because all the items he found were not his.
So he's going to have to... Hopefully he remembers what items are his and what items were not. I think when we saw the earlier death... I'm already forgetting which one took the death earlier.
I'm pretty sure it was Magoo.
Okay, yeah. It felt like he didn't remember which ones he'd already picked up and which ones he hadn't. Which ones are his and which ones are his teammates. You don't have to go back and get the ones that are your teammates. Your teammate already will still have those.
Yeah, but if you do pick those up, then the item will still be there, but it just won't do anything. It's just
exactly.
Yeah, big old waste of your time.
Pretty much. So that's why if you can remember which ones aren't yours, you can just skip them.
And Knuckle is attempting that ice escape. He did get the mock ball through and just barely manages to squeeze through. That's nice.
Good type. That's a fun strat.
Yeah, definitely a good strat.
Okay, Sasha Boss this time is going to go ahead and use super missiles right away. Does take a hit from the last space pirate and is just going to manage to avoid him.
Oh,
he falls down. Oh my god.
Sasha, please. Okay. Sasha does manage to make it up. Please don't take a hit from this guy. Oh no. And Knuckle finds a screw attack for himself.
That would have been a really nice find if it had been for Sasha.
Yeah, I'll bet Knuckle was thinking that too.
Because lower Norfair just becomes so much easier with that screw attack. Knucklehead having plasma and screw attack, we'll have a pretty cozy lower Norfair. Sasha with neither one of those things already in lower Norfair. Okay, he's gonna make it to the save station.
Yeah, he does also have crystal flash ammo as well as that 200 reserves.
Yeah, I like the strat of using the crystal flash if it's available. Looks like Knucklehead's going to go ahead and check these minor items up above the mountain, and this might be more hoping to get something for Sasho to help him out in this lower Norfair. Because I know if I'm solo and I have the loadout that Knucklehead has, I'm going straight to lower Norfair. I'm not touching Bubble Mountain at this point.
Yeah, definitely agree on that. But yeah, an E-tank for Sasho at this point would be huge, as well as like a gravity suit or a screw attack. Or maybe even a plasma beam.
Plasma beam would be good. Ah, there it is. Oh no! That timing, that's so wrong. Okay, he's got the save. He's not going to lose too much time, and we'll get that E-tank right away. But that's such a shame. Like, literally, we see the E-tank being picked up on Knucklehead's side as Sasha Boss is getting hit. Now, the sync is we don't know how well synced this is, but it is...
Yeah, just the lack of the timer on Knuckle. You just don't know. But that's just such a shame to just see that E-tank just taunting you.
Yeah. If you found the E-tank you wanted and it just wasn't quite fast enough. Okay, I like this. Sasha's going to go ahead and save with the full health so he doesn't have to worry about it later.
Yeah, definitely.
Meanwhile, on our FrencHForCe side, we got our first entrance into Norfair by Magoo. Finds that reserve tank, resets it. Almost double reserve tanks right there. Diddy and Magoo both finding the reserve tanks at the same time.
Yeah, if you're going to be hell running Upper Norfair, then saving before it can just be definitely worth your time. Because if you have the health, you don't want to just use it and then not have it for the next hell run because you don't have guaranteed E-tanks anywhere.
Oh, for
farming,
sure,
yeah, and then farming can just be slow, so slow. Yeah, Sasho is past Wasteland and is into Metal Pirates. We'll just be super.
Yeah, Sasho's fine. He's past all the hard parts, all the hardest parts.
Yeah.
He's
definitely take a bunch of hits here.
He's got eight E-tanks at this point. 36 supers, 45 max. We'll see if he wants to farm up higher.
Yeah, I wouldn't
30 for Ridley, so it should be pretty good.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with just walking in, but no, Sasho is going to be farming up a bit more supers. At least I presume he's farming up supers.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get both supers and health, and it might be one of those things where just the fact that you can get both. We'll see. There's more supers, and it was the supers he wanted because once he got that super tank from Knucklehead, he's like, nope, I'm going. Let's do it.
Okay, Sasho is entering Ridley. He does have 8 tanks, so as you said, he'll probably be fine.
Yeah, he's hit most of his supers. He only need to hit with 30, so Ridley should be pretty close to dead at this point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ridley's dead at this point. Oh, no, that's just a bad
grab. Yeah, that's not a good grab. So that's a good grab.
Very nice.
Yeah, there's a way you need to manipulate Ridley if you're getting grabbed out of the pogo, and if you don't manipulate him properly, he actually won't. It won't be a death grab. And there's the other spring ball.
Of course. What a perfect prize behind Ridley.
Well, I mean, he still could be doing suitless. We're running out of locations for that gravity suit will be. Now, I suspect Sasho is going to go full clear wreck ship before committing to a suitless. But we know that the gravity suit's not in either wreck ship, so running out of locations.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Croc is all we have left. That's not Meridia.
Croc. Both players Crocs, and I think Knuckles Shacktool as well.
Yeah. Well, Knuckle has all of Lower Norfair. He's got all of the rest of Meridia.
All of Lower Norfair, all the rest of Lower Norfair, and then Knuckles, Shacktool, and Plasma. So.
Meanwhile, Maku in Meridia, now that he's done with the wreck ship, so he'll get his various suit pretty shortly. I think it's right here where Diddy is. It's so hard to remember for 2 games.
Yeah, it's
where that various suit is.
Yeah, it's like 2 separate seeds, except it actually is. Yeah.
I mean, essentially, it is 2 different seeds.
Yeah, Knuckle did find that screw attack for Sasha, so that's going to make the rest of his Lower Norfair escape much faster and easier. So.
And to answer chat, yes, Shacktool is in logic with the ice clip. It is very, very, very rare that it actually comes up, but it is a thing that can happen. Yeah.
Being that it is major minor is a bit more likely that it's required, just due to the nature of major minor versus full rando, but it's still a very rare occurrence. Yeah, and Sasha just making mincemeat out of those key hunters in the Three Musketeers.
Yeah, showing the difference between being with and without screw attack.
And Diddy does manage to find his own Varia suit at the Ice Beam location and now will no longer be taking heat damage.
Okay, so I think this will probably be a croc play from Sasho.
Yeah, I would.
Yep, that's where he's headed.
Yeah.
I think you might want to farm just a little bit here first. Very low on supers, and more importantly, pretty low on health. I don't think you need that much help for Crocomire. So the ammo. So I mean, if it was just health, I would just take the health refill. But he probably wants some more supers as well. We'll see how far. Like this is about where I'd stop, but he looks like he wants a little bit more.
Yeah, supers. Having low ammo entering Croc can be a bad time, especially. And plus, you want ammo for the GGG. For the Blue Gate glitch, but Sasha does get it very quickly. And
well, the nice thing about the Blue Gate glitch is that you have a farm spot right there.
Yeah, it's true. Any and all GT Classic runners are jealous of that third try gate glitch. So, yeah, myself included.
Okay, and there's Croc. And Diddy can do Croc right now, too. Or having just done it. I didn't even notice that he'd already done it. Didn't see what the item was, unfortunately. But we'll see it on Sasha's side.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was an E-tank for someone.
Yeah, probably for Magoo, seeing as how his health is full.
That is true.
And indeed, it was for bottom runner. Sasha picking up a timely E-tank for a Knucklehead as he's farming up for the Ridley fight. You know, we haven't found a single charge beam yet, so...
I don't know. It looks like trackers have marked Diddy as having charge.
Oh, was that maybe... Did we miss that in the wreck ship somewhere?
It might have been. I don't know. I mean, I trust our trackers.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely been there. I just don't remember seeing it.
And not only do we trust our trackers, we appreciate our trackers, 2D Tones and Scoopula, doing the tracking for us. Much harder in these multi-world setups.
Yeah, definitely. It can be not fun, but it's definitely a job that I can guarantee we all appreciate having done. So yeah, shout-outs to them, and don't forget to give them a follow at the links posted in the chat by the Speed Gaming bot, and as well as that, give my co-commentator Tracy M a follow. And if you really want to, you can give me a follow.
Yeah, and chat confirming that the charge beam was in wreck ship. So
okay. Yeah, it was in player 1's own wreck ship right supers according to chat. So yeah, but Knucklehead finishing up his own Ridley fight did have to tap into his own missiles, but did manage to get the fight done very quickly. So
okay, so we're really running out of those gravity suit locations for the upper runner.
Yeah, we are. So I would not be surprised to see it in Meridia somewhere.
I mean, if you're Satchel, you just have to go in to do Suitless Meridia and hope that you either find it or that your teammate finds it before. I mean, it is possible to just do full on Suitless the entire way, but it's definitely difficult. The nice thing is he does have that spring ball to make it a little bit easier. Ice Beam by itself, if you're trying to freeze your enemies, can be a bit of a pain. There's a few spots where you have to be really fast with the damage output in order to get those crabs frozen. Yeah,
spring ball can be useful at times in Suitless Meridia, especially with a bad beam combo, like you said.
Now, on the other hand, Satchel probably goes and does wreck ship first, which should get him some better stuff.
Definitely agree with that. There's a reason that KRPD is faster than KRDP, just because of getting that gravity suit. Although it does sacrifice on two things, just general routing efficiency. If you think on just how close the things are to each other, and to actually going to Forgotten Highway, because we all know that's the best place in the game. Ooh, that's a wave beam for Sasha. So that's definitely going to make his Suitless Meridia a lot easier if he chooses to freeze enemies.
Ironically, this would be, that would be the play, right for him, but he doesn't know that, because to bet on Suitless Meridia when you have an entire wreck ship available to you, it's a pretty gutsy call.
Yeah, definitely, and it's four locations in wreck ship as opposed to 3 locations in Meridia.
Yep.
That is 3 locations in Logic Meridia, without gravity suit. But it does look like he is going to be betting on Suitless Meridia today. So
it is interesting.
Yeah, very interesting call, but
it's going to pay off. Let's see, let me look at his ammo. 4060. He's got the minimum ammo that is needed without. Well, you do need refills because doors, but that is good enough ammo to beat the game. So he won't miss that charge beam too much, which is the one thing that he could have gotten out of wreck ship. So this is going to turn out to be a good call.
Yeah, definitely. And we see Magoo executing some very nice fast pillars, as well as using all the movement behind to get a worst room in the game very quickly. That's very nice movement. Very nice movement and strats from Magoo there. And Magoo and Diddy both heading toward Ridley at this point. So yeah, it just feels like they're just a step behind cooked Aussies at this point, just because they both did wreck ship first for, I wouldn't say nothing, but not suits.
I think the key factor is this decision by Satchel to not go up to the wreck ship. I think that's gonna be a key part of this, because Diddy's gonna get through Lower Norfolk. He's checked, I think, everything not Lower Norfolk and not Meridia, so he's gonna know it's got to be Meridia or in Magoo's seed. So he's just gonna go. Whereas Sasho is for him, it's a gamble that it's up here.
Yeah, it is.
And we don't know that it's up here. We still have plenty of locations in the bottom seed where that gravity suit could be.
Yeah, I think it's just the 2 at Croc, and then I think Plasma for player 2.
And Shack Tool.
True, but Shack Tool isn't in logic for player 2 at this point. But
it is for Knucklehead. He's got that ice beam.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I always think Shack Tool require. That's a gravity
there
suit.
it is. That is a gravity suit.
So yeah, I say Sasha is probably looking for a few more minor items, but he's probably considering himself in go mode, as is Knuckle. No, Knuckle needs some more supers or charge beam.
Yeah. And probably just gonna leave right after Croc dies. Not gonna check the other item. A little surprised. Sasho checking that E-tank probably more wants this ammo item, which is just a power bomb, not useful.
Yeah, boo you, power bombs. We want actual ammo.
Power bombs are funny because you want them early and then you don't want them later.
Yeah, I remember in a multi-world somebody just got a buttload of power bombs early. Like it was really stupid how many power bombs they got early. Like it was 60 early, and that was. It was not a tournament setting multi-world. It was a full rando. So.
In the meantime, we have Diddy. He and Ridley both close to death. Fortunately, he does manage to get himself grabbed, and Ridley takes the death instead of Diddy. But that was 75 health with just barrier suit. That's pretty scary.
Yeah, that Diddy having 2 close scares with death in this seed, but yeah, does not take the death in either of those situations. So yeah, that's definitely showing of very very good skill at this game. So yeah, definitely good good gameplay.
Diddy don't know the acid bad when you have low health.
Yeah, acid bad. Please don't die. That would actually be.
That'd be a terrible way to die.
No, just dying after having killed a boss you haven't saved yet. It's just a heartbreaking way to die.
It's terrible.
Yeah, shout out Sarbio.
Yep. Okay, now the question is, how quickly is Magoo going to get to that Crocomire to get Diddy his gravity suit? Because Magoo, once he gets that gravity suit for Diddy, can just go to the. Let me see what his ammo is. His ammo is 35, 65. He's got enough, so he could just go to the end at this point. Does pick up Diddy's wave beam, so Diddy does have full beam combo, so that'll be nice.
Yeah, since this race is determined by the second player on a team to finish.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised to see Knucklehead maybe do a few more checks, like he's doing right now for ammo for himself, because he does need more ammo, and he is getting one super missile for
getting
himself.
Close. Yeah. 35-55 is not quite there, but it's getting closer. One more missile, one more super would do it. No, one more missile, 2 more supers. For every super he's missing, he'd want 3 missile packs.
Yeah, indeed. But Wreckship does have a bunch of locations, and if he finds charge beam, that's just going to be huge.
Oh, we're not finding charge beam in the wreck ship.
That is true.
I think we haven't seen Shack Plasma or we haven't seen any Shack Plasmas, and we haven't seen on Knucklehead's side. We have not seen the grapple beam location.
Yeah, we also haven't seen Space Jump on player 1's side, but we're definitely going to be seeing that soon. At least I sure hope we will.
Pick up the bombs or don't pick up the bombs. Make a decision. Unfortunately, he hasn't done. I didn't realize he hadn't done Bubble Mountain, so he's gonna do that first. It looks like.
Yeah, and Knuckle is finding another super pack for himself. So just one more super pack, and he'll be in technical go mode. But he would definitely want more ammo at that point.
It looks like Sasho picked up Spazer somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know where that was. He hacked it in. No, I'm kidding. Shoutouts to Gmode at save stations. Okay, Chad before me said, yeah, Aussie tank. I'm presuming that it was in his own game, given that Knuckle had already killed Dragon a fairly long time ago.
Yeah, we see both our FrencHForCe runners hitting upper Norfair. One more check from Magoo, and then he'll just have Croc to go.
Yeah, and then when we know once they find Croc, it's gonna be very close to go mode for those runners.
No, that puts them in go mode because Magoo has enough ammo. He's at 45, 65. That's plenty of ammo.
Yeah, I think Diddy only has 35, 40.
Diddy has charge beam.
Oh, Diddy does have charge beam. Never mind. Yeah, once Magoo checks Croc tank, they're definitely going to be in go mode. Now that you say that.
Yeah, that's probably where he's headed next, but it may not be fast enough.
Yeah, they do have the advantage of having both killed Fantoon, whereas neither of the cooked Aussies have killed Fantoon at this point.
Yeah, Knucklehead in the Fantoon fight right now.
Yeah, what I said is about to change. At least hopefully.
I mean, if Gravity Suit, this many E-tanks, a good beam combination to shoot out the flames. This is even with an enraged and screw attack to survive the enraged Fantoon. This should not be a problem for Knucklehead.
Yeah, they do only deal like 10 energy a hit, so that'd be like, I don't know, a lot of hits. So yeah, we should not be seeing any problems on Fantoon in terms of health from either of these Aussie runners. Okay, and Knucklehead does manage to take Fantoon down. Very nice. And we are going to be seeing FrencHForCe be into go mode very soon once Magoo checks that Croc E-tank location.
Yeah, they're actually going to be in go mode first because we still need that super missile on Knucklehead's side.
Yeah, true, but
Gravity Suit. But yeah, I mean, Magoo's probably going to finish first of all our runners. He doesn't have to do anything. Whereas the Aussies still have to keep looking for ammo. Although if they find that ammo quickly, then that'll change.
True.
I mean, meanwhile, Diddy's just going to beeline it straight to Dragon. And from experience, there's no guarantee. We my seed yesterday, all the ammo was for me, and I was the one with the charge beam. We just needed one super to get ourselves in go mode. So you'd be surprised how trolly this game can be in that situation. It is going to come down to that ammo search, and in the end, we talked about this earlier. The early death that we saw on the FrencHForCe side is really coming back to haunt them because I think they'd have the lead right now if it wasn't for that.
I definitely agree with that. They would be, at least Magoo would be definitely far ahead of where he is at this point, and then Diddy would probably have been go mode earlier since that Gravity Suit would have been found earlier.
Exactly. Now, Sasha Boss just keeps looking in the direction. Well, he'll find his own charge. We don't know where the charge beam is for the bottom runners.
Yeah, we have not seen that.
I hope that the credits are a little goofy in multi-world, so we'll hope that it'll shed some insight as to where the charge beam is. But
yeah, Aussie runners having all of the beams except neither of them have charge, and Knuckle doesn't have spacer. Yeah, no charge is definitely hurting for the Aussies at this point.
But this is exactly why, for multi in particular, we go by first team to finish, because otherwise, there'd be a certain amount of pressure for Knuckle, for Sasha, who does have enough ammo to just go.
Yeah, definitely. Being on average time for a multi-world would just complicate things, and you'd have to bet on things when you're in go mode, but your teammates not. They could just make the whole experience
because it's. I mean, I like to think of it as like one big seed. So you finish the seed when both runners have finished the seed. Different from a co-op where, you're gonna. One person's going to finish first, the other person's going to finish second, but it's not like you're just going to tell the runner where the items are. If you're in go mode, you just say, hey, this is where the stuff is.
Yeah, co-op, it's a bit different from multi-world, but I don't know. Multi-world, it's definitely good that it's this way, at least in my mind. And Sasha does find his own charge beam.
Which is not the charge beam they need.
Yeah, not the charge beam they want or need.
Right.
Well, I'm sure he would.
Also, to answer a question in chat, yeah, absolutely, the runners get to talk to each other in both co-op and multi-world, because especially in co-op. But yeah, you absolutely want to have communication between the two runners. So no secrets there.
Yeah, without communication, it's not even co-op.
I know, right? Especially in co-op. I mean, you could argue that you could do it in multi because you're getting the items from your teammate, but I mean, it wouldn't feel like a team game, and the whole point of this season is team. So
true.
Oh, we see in the back of Gauntlet on Magoo's side is just a missile. Knucklehead's gonna go try and find that missile. I didn't see who it was for, but.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
55. Yeah, 70-55 is about. Yeah, because 50. Okay, yeah, he's got 65-55. He's gonna have 70-55. That is enough, but it's not exactly comfy.
Yeah, I would not want to be in Knuckles' shoes at this point, but it's definitely possible. And I would say doable.
I mean, for sure. I mean, Magoo's gonna finish first. The Aussies. Have the opportunity to finish ahead of Diddy, though, as long as they're nice and careful with their ammo. And okay, there we go. Knucklehead does manage to get the middle, and he's gonna grab this missile pack, which is it is. Oh no, it's not for him. So 70-55 is pretty good. One more super would make it really comfy, but unfortunately, not gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look like Knuckles going to be heading to Turian at this point, so yeah, we're probably going to be seeing pretty close finishes. If this mode was average time, it would be really close, but...
Well, Diddy and Sasho, Diddy's not too many rooms behind Sasho. Diddy's not going to take the ship refill. He doesn't need it because he's got that charge beam. And he could catch up if he has better execution here. So that's really that's the thing to watch. Don't get me wrong, the bottom runners are important to watch as well, but they're going to be done first. It's going to be these two top runners that are going to make all the difference.
Yeah, definitely. It's just going to come down to Metroid rooms and probably more importantly Baby Skip, just because.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the old. Oh, it's going to come down to Baby Skip, and maybe it will, but it's a lot of things that go into Turian. It's not just Baby Skip.
Yeah, it's definitely not just Baby Skip, but it's Baby Skip is definitely a big factor.
Diddy, that Shine Spark didn't help. Will be able to do stand-up glitch, so he's going to save a little bit of time there, assuming he does it.
Yeah, Sasha will be able to do stand-up as well.
Oh, he did get that charge beam. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
that's
right. Knuckle did find that charge.
And in fact, Diddy taking off the Varia and the Screw Attack already, setting up for both the Zeb Skip and the and stand-up glitch. So Diddy 2 rooms behind right now.
Yeah, Magoo did not get the Baby Skip, but yeah,
it doesn't matter on the bottom.
It doesn't really matter.
Bottom doesn't matter.
Yeah,
we don't care about those runners.
Yeah, Sasho is having a little bit of trouble with Metroid rooms, but yeah, gets through that last room very nicely.
Still maintaining a 2-room lead, though.
Yeah.
I do like what Magoo's doing here, especially since he is ahead. He went ahead and on 1 health, went ahead and opened all the doors. He's going to go back, refill his missiles. and then go back in and do the Zebatites and the Mother Brain fight. Rather than refilling twice. I mean, he didn't really need to refill at all, but it would have been pretty tight. And this way, and being that he's ahead, he can take the time to do this.
Yeah, and Sasha does get grabbed by the baby. So Diddy
here we go. Can Diddy get a baby skip and gain some time here?
Oh, Sasha facing left, losing 40-something frames for 0 frames of reason. I don't know if that was right, but it's definitely 40-something frames that it's lost 40. By facing left.
It is actually 40.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Diddy also getting grabbed, so baby skip not a factor.
Yeah, no baby skips were had today, but Diddy does save some time. So
yeah, if he wins by a third of a second, which would be crazy at the rate that the way this seed has gone.
Yeah, and the way it's looking right now, Knuckle is falling a bit behind, so Knuckle could be the second one to finish on the cooked Aussie's side. And
yeah, because he also took that refill.
So yeah, Diddy could be finishing.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Sasha's ahead of Knucklehead, and Diddy not far behind him.
Yeah, just that extra refill is just so much time. But
and Knucklehead taking the save. I don't like this. This is going to put Diddy in the lead.
Yeah, that
just took the lead right there because Knucklehead took the save. I mean, I get it. Ammo Mother Brain situation is scary, but
yeah, he'll have to make some time up on the Zeb skip or something like that. But Diddy does get the Zeb skip. Knuckle is struggling a bit with the down back skip.
I mean, I tell you, unless your Zeb skips are really good and you can get it first try, I would, and I actually did just do supers. It's a little bit slower than getting Zeb skip first try, but it's faster than not getting Zeb skip first try. And the reason why Zeb skip is even important is more about not having to pick up that ammo.
I feel like if he didn't have screw attack on it, it would be a better time for Knuckle. But.
I mean, if you learned the down back and you're good at the down back, then yeah, go for it. But
he is turning his screw attack off.
Again, if you're banking on that, then I think you're probably better off just if you can do the other one, you're better off doing that. And that is the save, and I would say more the save. I mean, I guess the Zeb skip would have gotten him anyway, but taking that save just is what gave Diddy the lead, and of course, I've said all that stuff about using supers. He doesn't have charge beam, so that is actually really not an option.
Yeah.
So never mind. Forget I said that. Yeah, chat also rightfully pointing out that in this case, Diddy does have the stand-up advantage over Knucklehead because Knucklehead doesn't have charge beam.
Yeah, that's like 20 seconds right there, so.
But it's just pretty amazing. We've had three of our first 5 races, really close races. Seeing here all Mother Brains on the screen. In a multi-situation, and with all the different routing plus the deaths and some of the mistakes, the falling into the Decora pit on, I believe it was a Knucklehead and death from Magoo. And things, just come almost completely evening out as we're all on Mother Brain right now.
Yeah, Magoo just a bit ahead of Sasha, but Knuckle is a fair bit behind Diddy, so unless something catastrophic happens to Diddy, then I'm pretty sure that FrencHForCe will be taking it.
Yeah, we have 2 runners in the escape. We're about to have a third. And just so long as no one decides to go check out the Save the Animal surprise.
Yeah, because in multi-world, there is no option to turn off animal surprise. It is always on. So.
I mean, we'll see some of that because if you're far enough ahead, you can't go for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say if you're far enough ahead though, because I mean, I don't know if I'm far enough ahead when I'm racing because yeah.
Well, far enough ahead of your teammate.
Oh, true. Yeah, it can definitely lose you a bunch of time if you end up locked into a long Ridley fight or a Fantoon fight or something like that.
Yep.
Or something else happens.
Sasha Boss is going to do it. He is far enough ahead at this point. Magoo just finishing up with an official SRL time of 1:05:35. And we do see a Ridley fight. Diddy Hong about to finish up. He will finish up with an official SRL time of 1:06:06.
FrencHForCe is the winner of this race. GG's to them, and yeah, hopefully we can get them in for an interview sometime soon. Yeah, due to that Ridley fight, the skate timer graphics are all janked up, so yeah.
Sasha Boss about to finish. We'll finish up with an official SRL time of 1:07:02.
Indeed, does have a bit of issues with SRL, but does get that finish in.
Yeah.
And we'll just be seeing Knuckle making his way through the final few rooms of escape.
All right, Knucklehead, he's about to finish. Chooses not to fight Ridley. And we'll finish up with an official SRL time of 1:07:02. And we will work on getting them in here.
Indeed.
Okay, they're all waiting to come on in. If you guys are listening, come on in.
Yeah, so it's an speed. Hey, hello.
All right, hey everyone. That was quite the race.
Yo, GG.
So
GG to all of you.
So really, it was looking like the Aussies were going to take it. And then, Knucklehead, you took that save and then had trouble with the Zeb skip.
Yeah, that was... I still wasn't sure whether I had enough ammo or not, so we were just like, we better take the save in case we don't have enough. But obviously had more than enough.
Yeah, you had enough, and word of warning, you don't want to take that save if you're not sure if you have enough, because if you don't have enough and can't refill it.
Oh, I just took that save because then I could have just killed all the Zebatites with the missiles and refill.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. That was the in case. That was my backup.
Gotcha. But yeah, that's when. So because for a while it looked like you and Magoo were going to finish first amongst the teammates, and Sasha and the race was between Sasha and Diddy. and then you got a little bit behind, and Diddy caught up to you instead of catching up to Sasha. So it was kind of a
because we needed my ammo because we weren't sure how much ammo go mode was. That was our big mistake, I think. But we tried to line it up as best we could, and then
4060 does need refills with opening doors, but 4060 is usually the target.
Sweet. Thanks for restreaming and everything. It was good fun. That's the first sort of multi-race I've done, so it's good fun.
Yeah, so far the multi-race has been going well. So we the early game where I think the top runners had 4 E-tanks before the bottom runners had 1, which was fairly costly for both our bottom runners in different ways.
Yeah.
I have no idea what was charge beam on the credit. It's not.
Megu took a death at wave gate because of the low HP.
Yep.
Oh yes. I was so mad.
Oh wow.
So running to fire after that.
And
Every
Knuckle
move was so well done.
and Knuckle falling into the Decora pit with low health.
Oh, dude, I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, I forgot about my health for a while there, and then I sat there and I was like, can I actually get out of here? Probably not without high jump.
You can, but that's really tight.
Yeah, you had the right idea by taking some wall jumps. You have to take enough wall jumps. I don't know.
I just wasn't sure if it was possible without high jump wall jumps. That was all. But
for sure.
So I just sat there and I was like, oh well. And I got bailed out with that E-tank. I was like, oh.
I mean, it's multi, so eventually there's got to be an E-tank. I mean, I say this having had experiences to the contrary in other items, but eventually your teammate should get you an E-tank and allow you to get out of there.
Yeah. So did we take similar routes?
No.
The exact opposite.
Yeah, the French side went wreck ship first.
Oh, that's what we thought that might have bailed us out, but
yeah, and you guys went wreck ship last. I mean,
I think it was a better route to do a wreck shift after because it was not really worse.
Yes and no, because
for the
charge beam was there, so I didn't really have to check for ammo for myself, but I ended up with 65 anyway because I wanted to make you to have at least 65.
Yeah.
Yeah, the play was in Norfair with a lot of shoots.
Oh yeah, my Vaya which was at Croc.
Yeah, and both of you got go mode minus ammo was gravity for both sides. So was that top player gravity?
Yeah, pretty much.
Me and Knuckle were thinking that if we had taken the same routes, then we probably would have been behind because we felt like our movement was really, really messy and all over the place. But then we were like, all right.
My movement was messy too.
Yeah, did he pause the game on the Phantom?
Oh yeah, that Phantom fight. I know.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because that Phantom fight was epic.
Okay, I'm running to the gauntlet.
and then you're just like waiting for a tank and
Yeah, I was really hoping each item Megu was collecting would be anything for me, and it was anything for him, and I was disappointing. At what point I thought it would be better to die and go back from the save than to wait for the next major, which would have been way down the red tower. So I took my chance and didn't get.
And you survived.
Anyway, it was nice.
Yeah, and then we had a little bit of similar situation down. I think it was Knucklehead in Lower Norfair.
It was Sasha.
With low health.
Sure.
Oh, was Sasha? Okay, it was whoever went down there first, which.
Yeah.
Me.
Yes,
Oh,
that was Sasha.
man, that was bad.
Yeah, waiting for
those deaths. Those deaths didn't really matter because I still had to wait for Knuckle to get my gravity.
Yeah, and also the death in the wasteland area, you'd just taken a save, so that really, and then you got
that was pretty good.
But we're not sure exactly how close it was on the restream because you having forgotten to start your timer. It looked like the E-tank that Knucklehead had picked up as Sasha was dying.
Yeah, it was. I pretty much said I got it, and he was like, "I died." I was like, "Oh well," but then we weren't sure if does anyone know the interaction? Like, because that filled up his health. Did he have to resave for then it to be? If he was to die again.
If he hadn't resaved, then he would get the E-tank again when he came out of the save.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we weren't sure if that was
But honestly, you know, if there's enough of an item backup like that, it's kind of good to just save anyway, because otherwise you could, you know, come out of the save and be getting like 10 items and just waiting for the text box of 10 items.
Oh yeah.
So it taking that save, I don't think was a bad choice.
Cool. Well, it's something to take in. Don't save at the end and just go all out. No.
Get sniped with the turret and losing
Game over.
progress.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How did you guys like the animal surprise?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they didn't do it because they were really close together at the end. It was.
We were umming and ahhing. We were just like, if it ends up being like the randomized escape where you got to go further and Sasha finishes after me, that could be trouble. But we're like, I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, if I think you had at that point you had a big enough lead that it was fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because I saw that we had a big distance. So I was like, I might as well see what it is.
Yeah, it's always.
I mean, you can get the automatic end, and that is a thing that can happen. So I don't know if it's actually faster to do that, but one less door transition if you get the auto. Well, I guess it's the same because you got to go through the first door, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to worry about Steam RNG as much.
Well, there's a thing. Yeah, there you go.
I almost did my first full halfie today as well. Got the old quartery.
Yeah.
As I said earlier,
it means you're close. It means you're close.
It means you're too good. Too good.
And then I got the backup spike suit too. That was funny.
Yeah, that made me laugh. Just you waste the blue suit, but then you don't even need the blue suit. You just get the spike suit anyway.
Yep.
Nah, it's all good. But GG's, I'm gonna go and have some breakfast and try and
get
a day.
Good morning to you. Yeah,
So,
early morning for you guys and late night for our French guys. Yeah, nice time
too.
It's hard to
hear the warm Aussie accent.
Oui,
yeah,
oui.
so it's also really nice to hear you again, Tracy.
Oh, thank you, Magoo. We appreciate that.
So see you tomorrow, guys.
Yeah,
we matched.
match tomorrow. Same bad time, possibly same bad channel. I'm not sure.
Yeah, sometime.
It's definitely same time. So 4:30 tomorrow. We do have one other match on the schedule at 12:30 a.m. Funny enough, let me make sure I get the right people for that one. It is Lenofis and Stump on Green Boomerang Fan Club versus Slow Guy and Tillamorph on the Order of the Elephant. So that'll be on Speed Gaming too. So definitely catch that one tonight. We are looking for some commentators and trackers for that. So if you're up from some late night action, or I guess for some early morning, let us know. But otherwise, anyone want to add anything before we go ahead and close this out?
That's good fun.
Egg get glitch.
I'll think about it for tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
True. Alright, yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow.
Have a good day.
See you guys.
Have a good day.
Have a good sleep.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's gonna do it. Thank you to our runners. Don't forget to follow them if you're not already following them. Thank you to MM2 for commentating this with me, and of course to 2D Tones and Scoopula for doing the hard work of the tracking behind the scenes, and of course to all the SG people and all of you out there in chat. MM2, why don't you close us out?
All right. Well, yeah, just like you said, thanks to everybody who's making this happen, and shout outs to the Rando League admins and everybody behind the scenes for making this happen. And yeah, of course, shout outs to all four runners. You should give them all a follow, and you should give all the people on commentating this. You should give Tracy a follow. You should give 2D Tones and Scoopla a follow. If you really want to, you can give me a follow. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for us. Thanks to all the runners for putting this awesome show on for us. But yeah, see you next mission, everybody.